everyone, happy Sunday. It's been a minute. I have been actually pretty busy this week, but I want to get into this and do a really easy, fun, like Sunday tutorial. So I'm going to be working with the budget friendly again, and I'm going to be using index cards. So I went to Wally and I picked up 3 of these. So I kind of want to go through the pricing with you. So obviously these are about 79 cents. This one I think was like $1.59 for the 100 pack. And then this is the one I'm going to be using today, which is the larger size. And it's going to be the 5x8. And this one was about $2.50 for 100. But I was like, you know what? We need to use the larger size because we're going to get so much more space with them. So I'm doing these easy little things. I did to show you like 3 little pockets, or I guess you could be inserts or envelopes, whatever you want them to be. So this is just this one. We've got this one would be perfect to hold all your bits and pieces or even more. And this is like just a great way to have all of your things. If you don't want to ink, you don't have to ink because I'm going to be inking today. And this one is just a simple, like easy double pocket. And I didn't finish this side, but you'll get the idea just by seeing it. I've kind of done a smaller version like that. So these are just 3 really fun ideas for your index cards, and they're much bigger sizes than the other ones that we're using. So let me show you our ideas. So we'll just start with the simple pocket because this is so easy. They're all easy. But I'm gonna grab an index card, and this is the only one that I'm really scoring because I'm basically doing this just like I would a sheet of scrapbook paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and score it at 1/2 inch here, and then the long side another 1/2 inch. And this is a great way to make just ooh, sorry, Bandit. I didn't hit him with it. I just, this is a great way to make, you know, a bunch of pockets. So I'm just gonna notch off that little corner right there. And this makes it just easy because I don't make the score, another score, I just fold it to the edge. Oops, you know what? I'm doing the wrong side because I don't want my lines showing. So normally I probably would have scored the other side, but I just did it wrong. You can have the lines showing if you want, but I just don't want them showing for this one because I'm covering it up. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so you just kind of have that, and I feel backwards now because I did that. And then I'm just gonna, you know, cut that off right here. Just half of it. A little score up to the line, and voila. And then we're going to really just make our little pockets. So if you're a newbie and you don't know how to make a pocket, and that's how you make one, really easy. So I'm going to just notch these off because I just like the way they look that way. And glue this down. We'll try. I did have my cap on, but I must have not put it down all the way. Okay, and sorry, even as a lefty, this feels backwards to me. So it doesn't really matter which side your score is on. You can do the same thing. And then you have your simple pocket. And it's awesome because you don't have to waste, you know, your scrapbook paper if you're doing like junk journaling or whatever. And this is way less expensive, I feel like, doing it this way. I'm just gonna add a little thumb notch here. And basically I'm going to decorate all of mine the same exact way. So let me just put this down a little bit. And you can use, especially if you're doing this like maybe for Halloween, you can distress it with some orange ink or black ink. And I do have black ink here. Or, you know, if you have that, just like those, if you want to do shabby, do pink ink. But I'm just going to stick with this one today because honestly, I'm afraid I'm going to mess up if I use the black. And I don't really have vintage Halloween, too much of it. I do have some somewhere. So I use all sorts of things for this one to make this just kind of come to life. I had used washi tape. I had used, sorry for the ums. I just realized I was saying that a lot today. I've got this, which is just these little tickets. So actually I had definitely punched that after. So you know what, the tip, and I made a mistake doing this, is don't punch it until after you kind of design this. So I'm going to just rip this. It's okay, I can probably still do it this way, but if you're a newbie, I would wait, because you don't want to have like a double weird punch. So I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to punch it right there. So it should look like that. And I actually had put the washi under before, but I guess it's going to go over. So we'll see how it looks. I've just got this thick washi here. You can have your bottom showing if you want, or cover it. I did cover mine, but I think I would like to leave it showing a little bit. And this long, thick washi I got from, this one is from Temu, I believe. So you can do the back. I'm not going to do the back today, just to kind of like speed things up so we can get through the other pockets. I'm just kind of showing you the process, so if you want to kind of skim through. And I would have really had preferred this over it, but since it's not, let's see if we can just blend this in a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. And then here I had used those adorable little tickets that I also got from Temu, but if you don't want to do that, you can just switch it up. Like I have the little books. Most of like all of this is from Temu, but if you want to, you know, switch things up, you can use newspaper, books, you know, whatever you got going on. Junk mail. I'm just gonna put this here. And then you could add some like gold washi. But if you're doing Halloween, you could always add, you know, some pretty lettering with like your black ink around it and all that. Okay, so that's just a simple little pocket that you can do. And the next one is even more easy, because I'm just going to be taking, and you could sew this. So just think, like if you are someone who sews, you can just sew this. We don't even have to glue this. Or you can staple it, just depending what you have. And I'm literally not doing anything. I'm just taking these two and gluing it together. So again, if you want to, and this doesn't even matter how it is because you're not going to see it. Well, you will see the punch, but if you punch it. But this is great for our little die pieces or just anything. You could even make this like a little envelope and add like another extra piece for a lid. So I'm just sandwiching these two together. And I believe I used the big punch for this. So while that's drying, let me just distress the edges a little bit. I was like, I have not uploaded a video in almost a week. So I better do that. And you know what? I'm still having my space issue, and I was trying to clean it up. So I'll probably have to get another new setup soon because I'm running out of so much space. So hopefully that won't take long. Okay, and again, if you want to do the back, go ahead, but just for today, I'm going to make this easy. And I had used a larger punch for this one just because it felt a little bigger. And I did mine on the side. I'm just doing mine on the side right here. And put that in. But I mean, how simple is this for a very large folder? And look, I put this here just so you could see how well it fits. And then you could just like label it or put little tags, and it's a really, really nice size. So I'll go ahead and decorate this one. So this one I had taken a paper pad. So let me see here what we got going on. So I just kind of measure it up, and I see a lot of the juncture roll just kind of like rips everything. So that's what I've been doing. Or you can cut it just to make it fit, but I'll just do that because I'll probably cover the top with something anyway. And if it doesn't look like it matches, just ink it up and it will just kind of blend in with the rest of the things that you have. And I do want some of the distressed look to show, so I try to keep it a little off the edges. And then you've got these like little random pieces. Let me see what happens over here though. I got this, all this space. I'm just seeing what I got going on. Wouldn't mind a little bit of color too. So if you're using, you know, like, I think, so like those who are using Maggie Holmes and that kind of stuff, I feel like it would work better with thinner paper and like printable type things so that you could, it just, I don't know, because I feel like the scrapbook paper is thick, but you can do it. But I do enjoy working with the thinner paper. I think that's why I like the junk journaling too, because of that. And where is these strips? I have these little strips I've used before, but let's just maybe take some of these tickets. What I'm really hoping is that I can record this video, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit longer, and my thing's getting a little wacky on me. Just try and take this off. Just add a little, and these are like little stickers, so that's why they're sticking like that. What else do I have here? Basically just putting it on like a puzzle, you know what I mean? Just kind of going through there and just winging it. And you can even leave some space and just like ink it. So I'm going to just see how this looks real quick. I'm just going to ink this over here. And I might have to put one more thing there. But I'll show you this one. I'll show you I just like ran out of kind of room and I just inked it. So you can see right here, I did leave a little space, but if that you don't like that, and this is actually quite a big space, so I think I'm gonna cover that up. That looks like it just belongs there, right? Her head is sideways, but hopefully no one minds that. So there is our envelope, and who's going to know that this is an index card? And you can just like really have these for your personal stash, just to organize all of your goodies and things. And the last but not least idea is just, again, another index card, making this very easy, and just making 2 of them, folding this in half, and just thumb notching it right here. And we're just going to literally just glue it on both sides so you have that double pocket. Now, you can do this a few ways too. So hold on, let me ink this part really quick, because I want to, I don't remember if I did this on here, because this is a thing. So when you're filling out the back, you don't really want the pockets to be glued on yet, because the pocket gets in the way. And I did that, and I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that before I did it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna ink this real quick with that before I glue it on. Just kind of right here. I'm just gonna do this real quick too, so that you can see what I'm doing here. I guess I'm not gonna decorate the back, I'm just gonna do the front. So again, just make sure you do that side. And so before you glue it on, put your paper or whatever you're sticking on there, your book pages, or and just stick it on there so you can see, so you can go like that with it. And then for mine, I put a little bit of washi, so I'm gonna just glue this on just to give you guys some ideas. So put that on right here. And I'm gonna just add this little strip of washi that kind of looks like vintage stamps. So I'm going to add that right here. And I kind of have my line here from where I inked it, so I kind of know where to stop. And you obviously don't have to go all the way down in this paper. And then if you want to sew it or whatever, or if you're just doing what I'm doing, you can just glue it. So I'm going to And again, I'm not doing the back right now. Otherwise, I would do the other side too. And just glue it on, and you're gonna have this huge jumbo, like library double pocket. And I do want to show you one more thing too. That's why I didn't want to do the other side. So let me just decorate this part real quick, which again, I cheated a little bit and you did, I guess it's not cheating, but I used this really big washi right here, and I didn't ink this, but you know what? I'm just going to do it after because there's not going to be that much edge. So just for now, I'm just going to kind of rip it and put it in the back. And just ink this up really quickly. And of course you can just add, what did I do here? I added just like one of these type of things on here. I've got glue and everything sticking all over my hands today. I'm gonna look at the video and be like, why didn't I take that off sooner? So sorry in advance. And I'm just gonna add that on here. Oops, I did not need to put that on that crooked. I need something kind of long to go across. I could just cut something. So in this instance, if you don't have anything, which I probably do, but I don't want to search for it, is you could just kind of go back to your book here or your pad and just grab something and really just kind of cut it out. So I'm just gonna, I know I need a strip kind of this length. And I wish I had, you know what, I do have room. You know, I'm not crazy about that either. Maybe I need to cut it down. I should have used the image part, but I didn't know if it was just gonna be too colorful. Okay, I don't like that, so don't do that. No, don't do it with a paper that you don't like. Let me see this little pad here. Maybe I'll just use a ticket. Yeah, I think the ticket will work. So yeah, I go through mistakes and go back and forth too. Sometimes I'm prepped before camera, but most of it I do improv. I just kind of take pieces and go along with you, but I have the pieces selected. And then it's usually a little surprise for me too when I see the end results. So this is still a little darker than I would like for this. So to brighten it up, I'd probably put maybe some gold or something on here, but I don't want to keep going and drag you guys along with me. So I'm going to spare you. Oh, here's a little gold washing. Let's see if this brightens it up. Somewhere on there, just to kind of make it. Okay, I'm done with that. All right, so I don't really like that either. But okay, so if you're doing this and you have this double pocket, so what you can also do, and I've done this in the other video with the mini ones, is if you want to make it like a little envelope, you can do that too. So it doesn't have to be a giant size thing, and just make sure you know your paper is going the right way or whatever. But then you have this also a little pocket. And then you have a little pocket on the outside as well. So it just works out perfectly, you know, like one of those 6x6 things that we had done. But this is just with index cards. So that is my Sunday easy breezy fun, you know, tutorial. And gosh, I wish I did this one a little differently, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it up. Probably covering, I think this one is just too dark for all this going on. But I will definitely find a way to fix it so I don't waste it. So, see, I can just probably cover it with something like this. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, I'm enjoying the budget-friendly things, and I think this will look really, really nice with a Halloween paper or Christmas or any of that you can do. And someone will love it, or just keep it, you know, for yourself, like I said, with all the little, you know, like these are just so much fun to keep for yourself. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will be back soon with more. And excuse my messy desk today, too. Thanks, guys.